3 of the King Podcast is here with the Black Larry King himself, Jet Chronicles, and he back live. Where the interviews are live, the news go viral, and the talk stay real. Street stories, culture talk, viral moments, if it's buzzer, they cover. No cap, no filters, just facts and fire. Pull up and lock in. Tap in now, King Podcast Season 3. Watch it live on YouTube at BLKTV-1. Tune in or get it left.
Hard time, ENT, 803. What up, trap nigga? This is Carolina move. Let's go. South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks, SMA. Thought of mafioso, hard time, ENT, 803. Long live Angie Stone, male legacy live on. I'm a fly brother, I'm a G.O.D. and that's my word is bomb. Sam be mixing, qualified, I'm lyrically gifted. From the M-E-T-R-O, we call it Metro, where we hit them switches. And I ain't talking about a low ride. When they push them buttons, better stay inside. When you cross the state line, in the palmetto, they don't waste no time. I used to hustle at the Parkview Inn, on North Main, pushing that cane. Push up the game, cause it ain't the same. These niggas done made it lame. You ain't gotta hype me up. I'm built to last all by myself. In the streets, I roam alone. Nah, I'm good, don't need your help. They ain't living by the street code. Ain't no respect, they disrespect. Salute to the ones that's holding their own. Standing their ground, chasing their check. All for the love of the music, I never abuse it, I never let it go. You're picking and choosing and moving, you need to improve it. But you're just too slow. Man, it's levels to this. Everybody can't speak. I'm in my own lane, you know what I mean? And one more thing for all these newcomers. What's that? You ain't gotta put me in your rap list. I've been doing this, a real lyricist. Gotta go harder than them, sound more better. Look at the way they spit. Constantly dropping that heat for the ones that street. Hustling, trying to eat, knocking and dropping them bars. Yeah, it's the God, I come in with peace. Y'all better step it up. SC made. Mafioso.
All right, now run that big bike on the Monday night, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Welcome to BLKTV. This your boy Jet Chronicles, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to another episode, you know what I'm saying? We're on episode 23, season 3, BLKTV. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. Shout out to the subs. We up there with the subs, 61 subscribers. Y'all showing so much motherfucking love, man. So I just thank y'all for keep subscribing, you know what I'm saying? The views, you know what I'm saying? We at almost 47,000 views. I told y'all before we wrap the season, we trying to hit that 50K, you know what I'm saying? So just much love to everybody out there. Shout outs to my mods. You understand what I'm saying, man? I got to shout out my boy, Hard Time 803, called a Mafioso. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to his channel at Don't Bite Your Tongue. Shout outs to my boy, it's your boy Tat on YouTube. Go follow his page. He's another mod over here at BLKTV. The legendary DJ Sergeant Rock, he's a mod. And also to my brother, CI, Cobra Immortal. He's another mod over here at BLKTV. And speaking of CI, he is going to be guest co-hosting with me tonight for the political corner. You know what I'm saying? We about to tear the political scene up, so just shout outs, much love. Cash App strolling at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to tell you this. Now, this is where y'all really showing love. Man, do y'all know? I'm not going to put the person's name out there. I already called them and personally thank them. You know what I'm saying? Much appreciated. But your boy got the first $50 Cash App to BLKTV, you know what I'm saying? So if you're feeling generous, yeah, I'm dry begging. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? If you got it, spend it. Spend it with your boy. Cash out. You understand what I'm saying? That motherfucker scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Boy, I looked up Sunday, seen that 50 beans. I said, all right, now we cooking, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of cooking, we also booking over here at BLKTV, man. If you would like to be a guest on BLKTV, if you would like to submit some topics, whatever, you know what I'm saying, we can talk about it. Make sure you get at the email, groundhard904@gmail.com. Again, that's for all bookings. And if you want to book me to host your podcast or whatever you got going on, man, again, for all bookings, get to the email, groundhard904 at gmail.com. All right, now before we get into this political corner, I know everybody was like, hey, Jit, what a motherfucking Love and Hip Hop Miami review. So I'm gonna keep it real. Y'all know how I feel about this reality show shit. It's slowly fading away. I wasn't impressed. That first episode, you know what I'm saying? Shit was all over the place. I was in my phone. I was doing everything but watching the episode. You understand what I'm saying? So this your review real quick. You know, I got to just say it. The first episode, season 7, episode 13, it was trash. It was trash. I wasn't finna waste my time reviewing that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So moving forward, if it's something that sticks out, and I'm talking about they got to really do the goddamn thing, then we can definitely talk about it, you know. But I just felt like that first episode, it wasn't no need for me to get up in these YouTube streets and waste my breath, you know, because that episode was basically bullshit. I will say I fucks with Uncle Trick, you know what I'm saying? Love me some Trina, you know, that's what's up. And I will say shout outs to your girl Zoe Brinks. She lost a lot of weight and mama looked good. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't say I caught that much, but all that shit with Michael Blackson and the sister wives, y'all got to cut it. You understand what I'm saying? So that was your Love and Hip Hop Miami review. There it is right now. You know what I'm saying? So moving right along, man, we got the season finale. This is episode 23. We got one more episode of season 3 of BLKTV, and that's coming sooner than you think. You understand what I'm saying? So salute. Without further ado, I'm all over the place, man, because I was on vacation for 8 days. I took 8 days off, y'all. When I got back to work Saturday, I ain't feel like doing a fuck thing. And then they fucked around and gave me the day off. You know what I'm saying? So you know how black folks do, nigga. I almost forgot I had a motherfucking job. You understand what I'm saying? But without further ado, man, we can go ahead and get into this political corner. And I want y'all to give a warm virtual welcome for my brother, C.I. Cobra Immortal in the motherfucking building. What it do, broski?
Yo, what's poppin'? G, it's your boy Cobra Immortal. Yay! Vroom! Brother Black Red King, thanks for having me.
Hey, man, always, you know I love these when we do the political corner, bros. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, you know how I do, bro. I want to thank you for taking time out your busy schedule to come kick it over here with me on BLKTV tonight, bro. Much love and much salute to you for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always a pleasure, my brother.
How you feeling tonight, Cole? What you been up to? Cause look, the streets talking, man. The streets are talking, brother. Got that album out, and I do want to say this, bro. As far as this, which is I did a unboxing like a few days ago. This is so innovative, my brother. I've been telling a lot of artists, get with the program. So number one, salute to you on that. And you already know, bro. My favorite tracks on this project is Outlaw, That Dude, and of course Critical. You know what I'm saying? But how you feeling, Cope? I'm gonna let you get you a little promo out there before we get started with these the political topics for tonight. Just again,
Man,
salute to you.
Salute to you, Black Larry King. Again, my brother, thank you for having me tonight. Man, you know, I just been, you know, working on new stuff, creating new music for the future, and just anxious to see how the rest of this year plays out. So I got some things cracking in the, you know, in the works. And yeah, man, your boy's just out here grinding. You heard me? Vroom.
Hey, that's what's up, man. And again, y'all got to go cop this. Support your independent artists. And like I said, bro, I love this so much. It's so innovative. And I was saying, this is the new wave. This is how you distribute your music. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to you, brother. And we definitely bumping that CI around here. So know that.
I appreciate it, man. You know, man, as an independent artist, you got to stay ahead of the game, you know, because your biggest competitors are the major artists. So you have to, while they move right, you got to move left. When they move left, you move right. When they move forward, you move backward, and vice versa. So you always want to stay ahead of your competition and be innovative when it comes to releasing the music.
Yeah, man, you did the damn thing, bro. And it just take me back to our Groundhog Radio days, you know what I'm saying? Which we'll talk about that a little bit later. But Cobra, before we get into this political corner, man, you got the hottest video out right now, you know what I'm saying? Break the law. So before we do that, if you want to go ahead and introduce that, broski, we'll throw it on real quick. You know, let the folks get settled in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yo. It's your boy Cobra Immortal. Yay, vroom. yo, make sure you check out my new video, Break the Law. It's an unreleased track that just came out in January. It's been out for a few months. Shout out to Black Larry King TV for advertising and promoting it. So make sure
Definitely.
you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cobra Immortal CI on YouTube. Share this video, share a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, and let's get it. Vroom.
Do it. BLKTV. Keep it locked. Woo! That's what's up. There go. Man, go out there and support my brother, you know what I'm saying? Break the Law video now out everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Go stream it on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Support. Speaking of support, I got a poll. Y'all know we doing shit all types of ways over here, man. I got a poll running for everybody in the chat. You know, it's been a lot of chitter patter around this motherfucker about Ground Hard Radio. So the poll for tonight is, should there be a Ground Hard Radio reboot? We want y'all to get in here while I'm talking to Cobra and CI about this political corner, man. Make sure you get in here and vote in the motherfucking polls. You know what I'm saying? What I'm telling you, you know. So that's what's up. I'm just showing that CI. There's all types of shit going on, God damn it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and I gotta say this real quick. If you want your video promo over here on BLKTV, man, it's $25 to the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? We'll play your shit, spin your shit 24/7. But without further ado, Cobra, much love, much success to you, brother. But we're gonna go ahead and get into the political corner, and I'm gonna turn it over to you, broski. What we talking about tonight?
Yes, sir, brother. Jit, Black Larry King. Again, sir, thank you for having me. We're going to be following up on a rebuttal up from our previous episodes.
Okay.
First, we'll start off, we'll talk about the Epstein files, and a lot of stuff has transpired since the last time we talked. I don't know if you've seen the latest, but Melania Trump came out and was talking the other day, basically saying that she didn't have any ties with Jeffrey Epstein. Well, that is absolutely false. If you look at all of the videos, all of the photos that's out there, who does she have pictures with? Jeffrey Epstein,
Yeah,
Donald
yeah,
Trump,
yeah.
Ghislaine Maxwell, right? So I noticed that it's a pattern when people in the Trump administration, they lie about every single thing. So she comes out in the midst of all of this and is admitting that she doesn't have any ties with Jeffrey Epstein. First and foremost, Jeffrey Epstein and Melania Trump used to mess around. And
Okay,
how
that's
she,
news to me. Wow.
yeah, there's a picture
Makes
of
sense.
her sitting on Epstein's lap. Uh, I think he's kissing on her or something like that. That was like right around the time when she was trying to become an American citizen. Because we have to remember, Ukrainian and Russian women were the ones that were being trafficked during the Epstein sexual uh sex trafficking. So my whole thing is down in Florida in 2018, and when in Florida, when Trump won the presidency, there's a place down in Florida called Little Moscow where Russian babies are born at this facility. And whenever these Russian babies are born, Trump gets $100,000 per Russian baby that is born.
Wow.
So, um, so you see, in the Epstein files, there's a lot of Ukrainian and Russian women that are being trafficked. Um, there's a Brazilian model that came out and was talking about how Melania Trump was lying, and she was like basically around when the sex trafficking was going on. Keep in mind, this is the biggest sex trafficking scandal in the history of the world, where other countries like Poland, England, France, everybody that this is a global thing. So everybody that was involved in this Epstein thing is being investigated or thrown in jail. And the people that I know that live in different countries, they're wondering, yo, CI, how come Trump and everybody else that's involved in the Epstein files, how come they're not being held accountable? And I said, that's the thing, because the Republicans, they're not going to hold
Mm-hmm.
Trump accountable because he's got too much dirt on him and they're making money with him. You know, because we have to remember there's only two presidents in the history of the United States that has been impeached but not removed from office. President Bill Clinton with his affair with Monica Lewinsky,
Mm-hmm.
and Trump with his collusion with Russia, quid pro quo with Ukraine, and also attacking the Capitol on January 6th. Now, with white supremacy, this also ties in with the Epstein files too, because everything that we're going through now in this country is
Mm-hmm.
tied in with white supremacy. Uh, higher gas prices. Back in the day,
Tell
we
me
had the
about
Jim.
it.
Right. We you have the Jim Crow laws. You have where people can't afford housing. All of these things that they tried to do to black folks back in the day, the system that they try to come up and destroy and kill black folks with is now coming back to destroy and kill them. Because remember, we didn't create the penitentiary system to kill and incarcerate white people. White people created the penitentiary prison system to kill and incarcerate black people. So it's a system that they created against to use against us. But now it's coming back and attacking them, and they don't know what to do. And also with the Epstein files, you know, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi and Department of Homeland Security Christy Nome, both of them were fired by the Trump administration, and and then also by him firing them, it also is setting them up for criminal prosecution because the reason why Melania Trump came out, first and foremost, Melania Trump and Donald Trump, they don't even sleep in the same bed. Melania Trump has been messing around with her bodyguard allegedly for over 10 years,
I could
right?
believe it. Yeah, yeah.
So, and then you look at the White House, the White House, he actually demolished the White House. And I truly believe that that part of the White House that's demolished, that'll never be rebuilt because there's a judge that blocked Trump from building on to the White House. So I look at, not only is he destroying the history of the White House, but he's also have tainted the presidency. It doesn't have the reputable reputation that it once had around the world. Plus, he's uh insulting our allies. He's trying to get us out of NATO, which is a gift to Russia because Russia doesn't want Ukraine or the United States to be in NATO. Um, so it's a lot of people that are lying. I think a lot of people are going to go to jail because that's the reason why Melania Trump came out, because there's something that they know that is about to happen. There's a lot of footage that's out there of Trump with these underage little girls that they're waiting to expose. And also, one of the Democrats, Eric Swalwell from California, he was running for governor in California. Well, they found out some stuff about him, allegedly sexual misconduct, and some of the Democrats, Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, and a lot of people from California, people that were spending money, people that were endorsing Representative Swalwell, they're urging him to get out and drop out of the race, which he did. He dropped out of the race. So these politicians have to remember that whenever you're running for something big, they're going to expose, they're going to bring all the dirt out on you to stop you from getting to the next level. But I truly believe that this election in 2026, this election is paramount on the future of our country. I talked about this on our previous episode of Political Ticker a few weeks ago, that this election is essential to the American society, because if the Dems don't win the election in 2026, we basically are doomed. And I believe Trump will do whatever it takes to stay in office. You see the economy the way that it is. These TSA workers wasn't showing up without getting paid.
Yeah, that was wild.
So I was talking to people that were at Atlanta, was at New York, was at Houston, trying to get these planes catch the flights, and it was like total mayhem, and all of this stuff all of this mayhem and chaos is created to divert us or distract us from the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as I said before, the powers that be, the investigators and the prosecutors, they already saw the unredacted version of the Epstein files. They know everybody in there, everybody that you can think of, any black celebrity you can think of, any politician, any artist, rap artist, any movie star. They're all connected because they're part of this big club. And everybody's scared now because they don't want to get caught. That's why Melania Trump came out and said that she didn't have no ties with Jeffrey Epstein, which we all know that's a lie. Everybody in his circle has some ties with Jeffrey Epstein and also Russia, because Vladimir Putin was also mentioned in the Epstein file. Even Elon Musk. I guess they think that the prosecutors are stupid because they can get any and every email from 15 years ago, which they did, because there's an email from Elon Musk saying, asking Jeffrey Epstein, can he come to the Epstein Island for the weekend? Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, anybody that you can think of was a part of this big scandal. Even your financial people, like people from Deutsche Bank and JP Morgan and Chase Manhattan, all they gave money to Epstein. There was a guy by the name of Les Wexler, which I talked about on the previous episode of Black Larry King TV. He was the creator and founder of Victoria's Secret, the lingerie line for the women. Well, him and Trump were tight. When Trump got access to the Miss America pageant, Erica Kirk, the wife of late Charlie
Charlie.
Kirk,
Yeah.
she was Miss Arizona. So everybody that is in his circle, he's had previous dealings with. And it's crazy how they just lie about the whole situation. First they said they had a list. Then once they got caught and they found out like, uh-oh, we made a mistake. That's when they closed down the government for 46 days so they can hurry up and redact Trump's name out of the Epstein files because he was mentioned over 38,000 times in the Epstein files. So he fired Pam Bondi because Pam Bondi wasn't doing her job as far as covering up the scandal. And he even though his vocabulary is very limited, he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows when to do it, where to do it, and why to do it. So the question comes about is from many people that I know, um, will he be held accountable? Unless the Democrats do something, I don't see him being held accountable. But also, a few weeks ago, I went to the No Kings rally here in my city,
I
in
saw that.
Central City area,
Mhm.
right? I met so many people there, people from all walks of life, uh, people that were older, military vets, disabled vets, people who served in the military, and everybody is really pissed off about starting this war, the cost of living going up, gas prices going up. Here in
Mhm.
Missouri, it's $3.99, and they said by Memorial Day it could jump up to at least $4.20. But we have to keep in mind, though, the president doesn't determine the price of the oil. It's a company. It's a company called OPEC. They're the ones who decide the prices of this oil. And all the people that I talk to, um, they're just really angry about the direction of how this country is going. And they all agreed with me. We needed to end white supremacy. The reason why we are here is because of white supremacy. And the fact that we didn't, meaning the powers that be, the fact that they did not do what it took to eradicate uh, white supremacy, which is it's a global thing. It's all over the world. Hitler tried to do it in the 1930s, and Trump is trying to do it here in present day America. And the fact that we have white supremacy, it's plagued our society for centuries. And that is the reason why we're not unified the way that we should be, because the people that voted for Trump, they voted for him strictly out of fear and hate. And even the people that didn't vote, because if you didn't vote, that's almost like a win for him because he doesn't
Exactly.
want you to vote.
Yeah.
He didn't want you to vote. Um, so I think, man, I to be honest, I just think that we're in trouble, you know. And I think as time goes on, we're going to learn more about who's in these Epstein files. Um, there's a couple people that like Oprah Winfrey. You notice you haven't seen Oprah Winfrey lately
Yeah.
because she's in those files. And I truly believe, brother Black Larry King, I believe that no matter who you are or what you do, how much money you make, I believe that if you participated in these sexual innuendos, that you should go to jail and not see the light of day ever again.
Mhm.
But that
Mhm.
is the reason why Melania Trump came out just the other day saying that she didn't have ties with Jeffrey Epstein because she was messing with Jeffrey Epstein before Trump started messing with her. And allegedly, Trump had sex with Melania Trump on Jeffrey Epstein's plane called the Lolita
And
Express.
And Cole, I just want to interject real quick. And people think like, when we do, I just want to say this to the audience. When we do the political corner, this is what my brother CI does. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna pop my shit a little bit. That was one of the great things that I loved about Cobra on Ground Hard Radio. Nobody on that show ever came from a political view. So when my bro say something, he's standing 10 toes down. And it's funny you say that because Cole, I have heard. I originally thought that's how Trump met Melania through Epstein. You understand what I'm saying? Then I heard some reports that he introduced Melania to Trump. So I want to throw that out there. But broski, what I do want to put out there, because I got a question for you, and then I want to pose something to the audience. I did drop the link in the chat. Normally we don't do that on BLKTV. You know what I'm saying? But me and my brother, we do not shy away from a healthy debate. So if you got some common sense and you want to come up here and you want to talk with us, cool. We got the link in the comments if y'all want to come up. Like I say, I normally don't do that on BLK TV because we don't let any and everybody up here. I know some other commentators do that, but that's not how we do it over here. But I do feel like going forward, because CI is a part of BLK TV, just as like he's a part of Ground Hard Radio, we're going to have these discussions. When season 4 turn back around, he's going to be back here. We're going to have another fucking political corner. You know what I'm saying? So for these particular episodes, I will drop the links in case the folks in the audience want to come up. I want to backtrack to CI because, I work in retail. I actually know a TSA agent, and she was struggling, bro. That was some weeks, and I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, because it was before I went on vacation. She told me, she was like, hey, they released some of our money, because she had done went and looked for another job, so it's crazy to talk politics and, to get on the internet and talk it. But when it affects somebody, whether it's you or somebody around you, that puts it on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So I know people that because of Trump being in office, they're having a fucking hard time right now. Not too long ago, it was the fucking post office. You understand what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother story. Cole, I got a quick question for you. And it's a flat out question, brother. Do you think Trump gonna get another 4 years? Yes or no?
It's the way that it's looking, it's very possible that he can do it, brother Jit. Because authoritarians, they don't leave power very easily. That's the reason why he started all this chaos in this country, because one of the things that authoritarians do is they figure out a way to cripple the economy in their own countries. Hitler did it. Mussolini did it in World War II in Italy. Hitler did it in Germany. So they can seize all the assets and all the power. So that's what they do, because this country is being ran by oligarchs. Let's just keep it real. People who have money and power, they have the power to determine the outcome of the election. That's the reason why Elon Musk spent up to $350 million to get Trump in office so they can disenfranchise the voting system. Not only are they threatening the people to not vote, but when you have rich and powerful allies like he did, you're able to control all the channels. The black lady that was running, Vice President Harris, she ran a good campaign for what she was left with for 108 days, 107 to 108 days.
Mm-hmm.
The issue was white America is not ready for a woman to be president. Now that's something that's not from us, though. Always keep in mind that this situation with the Iran war and these Epstein files, because what's the one thing you notice, brother Jit, in the Epstein files? You ain't seeing no niggas in there.
No, at all.
You ain't seeing no niggas in there.
Yeah.
And now they try to pin Diddy to it because Diddy's got dirt on Trump as well. And there's a lot of pictures that Diddy, Melania Trump, and Jeffrey Epstein had back in the New York days, back in the day. So they're all connected. It's kind of like they smile in your face and then they cross their fingers behind their back. It's hard to trust these people, you know. But To follow up on your question, bruh, I truly believe that he could get another 4 years because guess what? If the Dems lose this election in 2026, there won't be no more elections. He already said, if you vote for me, you won't never have to worry about another election. That is dictatorship. That is
Mm.
authoritarian at its finest. They do
Some of
whatever it
these
takes
folks
to
love it.
disenfranchise the voting. So if the Dems don't show out, bro, in 2026, and we talked about that at the No Kings march, which by the way, the No Kings march, the third march that No Kings had, because I got up that morning and I was going to go to the one in St. Louis. Well, I saw that they were having one out of my city, so I wanted to be a part of it. And but the No Kings rally that we had, that was the largest protest in American history with over 10 million people nationwide. It was even international too. They were doing it overseas. So this No Kings thing, it's a global movement. It's a global revolution that the world hasn't seen before. We got people in Africa, uh, South Korea, Germany, France, England, Mexico. All these people around the world were participating in this No Kings because they're seeing how the world is going. People are dying. People are losing their health care. The home, to buy a house, going up. A home rent costs just as much as just to buy a house.
Yeah.
Here in Missouri, the average price for a house, bruh, is like 350,000, and it keeps going up. And that's what everybody at No Kings, they're really frustrated. The American people are tired. You can feel the pain and the anguish. You can look at the anxiety in the people's faces. They're tired of of choosing, well, do I spend the money on the mortgage or do I spend the money to put food on the table? Because the grocery store prices have
True.
tripled over 500%. But it's what's interesting about that is when the grocery stores are full, people don't have the money. When the grocery stores are empty, the people have the money. But one thing that we need to bear witness and watch out for is the day when the government owns all the grocery stores. Because I watched a man, he was a black farmer from the Black Farmers Association. Man, the farmers are in trouble. They have to give up some of their farming and some of their crops because they don't have the money to do the farming and the cropping. Because a lot of the people that the quote unquote illegal immigrants, those are the people that were working on the farm. And guess what? It made the economy shoot through the roof because you're deporting and arresting the people that is working on the farms to where we can have the food. We can get the eggs from the chickens. We can
Mhm.
get the milk from the cows. They were doing that work. And they were also, this is where Elon Musk comes in because they're figuring out a way to genetically clone the cows on the
Mhm.
farm.
Mhm.
That's the reason why people are dying, Black Larry King. People are dying because of cancer, because of the stuff they putting in our food, air, and water. With all these extra preservatives and stuff like that, that's what's killing them. But the black farmers, they're saying they can't keep up because they don't have the money to do the farming. And not only that, like I said, the people that were doing the farming, they're deported back to either Mexico or El Salvador, wherever they come from. So that's what's causing the economy to also go through the roof too. I was watching CNBC. I always watch when I get up early in the morning. I always watch CNBC, the stuff with the stock market. One of the top financial advisors in the world said, quote, "This is the end, and we will never bounce back from this economy." This economy, brother Jit, is part of white supremacy. All the
Mhm.
issues that we're dealing with is because of white supremacy. And I truly believe that Trump will get another 4 years because I don't see, other than Gavin Newsom, I don't see any other Democratic candidates that are strong enough. I mean, Vice President Harris is thinking about running again, but it's going to be the same outcome because white America is not ready for a black woman or a woman period to be the president. They do it in other countries, but we're
Hmm.
the only ones that don't do it. And that's what's sad.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay, that's what's up. So, Cole, because like I say, I love the commentary. We're gonna move into the what's your thoughts on the Iran war?
Okay, the thoughts on the Iran war. Okay, so I wrote some notes down. Um, okay, in 1953, this was a coup d'etat, a coup that was led by the CIA and the British intelligence. And they were orchestrated, they were very instrumental in overthrowing Mossadegh, which is he was the prime minister. See, Iran had a quote unquote democracy. Iran was fine, brother Jit. It
Hmm.
still it still holds elections, but really their elections don't really mean too much because they got a supreme leader. Kind of like how England has the king and then you have the prime minister.
Hmm.
Well, Iran, it went from more of when the United States and the British overthrew the architects of the democracy, it led to um, kind of like a dictatorship or totalitarianism, um, where democracy is eliminated, and that's when they put in the Shah of Iran. Then once the Shah was overthrown in 1953, and then in 1979, the Ayatollah Khomeini, which by the way is the longest serving supreme leader in Iranian history. Also, in 1980, or excuse me, 1985 to 1986. Um, we talked about this on the previous episode of Black Larry King, the Iran Contra, and how the United States went to Central and South America and found Soviet weapons and gave them to Iran to use against Iraq. And also, um, somewhere, I think it was 1952, I believe, somewhere around there. Well, Iran, at one point in time, it was called Persia, and the United States and the British, they separated it from. Uh, so you had Iran, and then you had Iraq, and they had tensions from 1980 to 1988. That's where we came in and gave Iran the weapons, Soviet weapons, to use against Iraq during from the 1980 to 1988 because Iran and Iraq, they were fighting for 8 years. And then in um, another thing that I wrote down on May 14th, 1948, a few years after, 3 years after the World War II, after the United States, when President Harry Truman dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. Shortly after that, Israel became its own sovereign nation, and with that, the American military trains the Israeli military. Everything that you see Israel is using against Hezbollah and Gaza and Iran and all that is American made weapons, the airplanes, the warships, the tanks. All of that is American made because after the Holocaust, America put a multi-trillion dollar military manufacturing company, Gulf Northam, Lockheed Martin, Boeing. All of those plants are in Saudi because see, Israel is outnumbered by all these other countries: Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Iran, Iraq, Egypt, Lebanon, Syria. Uh, all these countries surrounds Israel. So the United States, they made a deal with the Israelis, basically saying, "Hey, you'll never have to go through the Holocaust again because we have your back." And I truly believe that even Epstein, I'll go back a little bit to the Epstein files. Supposedly, Jeffrey Epstein had ties with Israel. So I feel like that this war is started not only because they want to take over Gaza and they want to seize all the oil in the Middle East, but I truly believe they started this war because to stop the Epstein files from coming out. That's the reason why they started this war. The Strait of Hormuz. I'm pretty sure you've been hearing about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Strait of Hormuz has approximately 20 to 34% of the world's total oil, totaling up to about 20 million barrels of oil per day passes through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, technically, the United States don't get any of the oil from Iran, and if they do, it's very little. But see, other countries do. Russia, China, uh, Kuwait, Iraq, Syria, all these other countries, right? So when the United States went in there and they killed the Ayatollah Khomeini, I have a feeling before the United States takes over Iran, Russia is going to intervene. Russia is the key player here because,
Uh-oh.
see, Russia trades with Iran. They trade oil with them, and in exchange, Russia gives Iran the weapons, right? Same way with China. China trades with Iran for oil. They're sending weapons to Iran to use against the United States. Same way with North Korea. They trade with Iran. Basically, all the quote unquote communist countries, they trade with Iran. And so every 20 to 30 years, the United States has to use this propaganda to not only generate a war or to make their case for the justification for a war, but it's also to keep the American people in fear because Russia has the most nukes in the world. They have more nukes than the United States do. But the United States is the only country to use a nuclear warhead. So you would think that, okay, so you guys are going after Iran, which only has the ability to manufacture one nuclear weapon every 5 to 7 years. You go in on that, but you don't go after Russia, who has the most nuclear weapons. You don't do that. And then also, speaking of Russia, I hate to say it, Brother Jit, but the American government has been dealing with Russia for quite some time. Because even back in the 1800s, a friend of mine has a Russian Mauser. It's like it's a rifle, like a small handgun, and it's got like a bayonet on it. That was from Russia back in like during the Civil War. Like, so we've been dealing with Russia for quite some time, even though they put on a big front, like because I was always taught that Russia was the enemy of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the
Yeah.
reason why if you look at that movie with Sylvester Stallone, the Rocky movie, Rocky was the American fighting Dolph Lundgren, which was the Russian. Okay, so in 1979, the Islamic Revolution, that's where the Shah of Iran at the time was overthrown, and then which the United States helped to overthrow it, and they also were instrumental in putting in the Ayatollah Khomeini. Like I said, the Ayatollah Khomeini is the longest serving supreme leader in Iranian history. Now his son, has assumed the leadership of the Ayatollah Khomeini. So then, So yes, the United States and Great Britain was instrumental in overthrowing all the democratic uh, governors or the people who were orchestrating the democracy for Iran. Like I said, Iran was fine. Iran was almost close to functioning just like the United States. But the United States, the CIA, and Great Britain overthrew all of that. So, and it's kind of crazy how they did all of that, but they say that they want democracy, but democracy doesn't work in this country. So how are you going to tell another country what to do when your own
Yeah.
when your own system over here, Black Larry King, it doesn't even
Yeah.
work.
Bunch of
It doesn't
bullshit.
even work
Yeah.
because if it worked, we wouldn't have a child molester / racist in the White House.
Mm-hmm.
If it worked, we would have free and fair elections, but it's not. And also, um, November the 4th, 1979, there were 13 hostages in Iran. They were niggas over there. There were niggas in Iran, black people.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what the Ayatollah Khomeini said, Black Larry King? He said,
What they
quote,
say, Big
he let the black hostages go because he said that they were already being oppressed in their own country. Now think about it. That dude knows that black people in this country is already being oppressed and having to deal with this white supremacy, right?
Yeah.
The quote unquote bad leader of the world knows how black people are treated in this country. And you know, another thing that is a shame, kind of on that same order, is black people in Israel. I mean, not in Israel, but in Africa and in Uganda and in the Uganda area,
Yeah.
Ghana, Ethiopia. They are fully aware of how black people are being treated in this country. And as I said before, I might have said it on Grindhard Radio, but I might have said it on Political Corner too, that if the race war was to start, black people, we don't have any international or domestic allies. The Germans ain't coming for us. The Jews ain't coming for us. The Russians ain't coming for us. If a race war happens in this country, I look at black folks as being sitting ducks,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but also too. Now, here's another thing that I want to bring up.
And see, yeah,
Now,
we got to rap too, brother. You know we can go on and on. We gonna figure it. We got to do the motherfucking political 24. We gonna come up with something. See,
I'll say this, like,
because even when I take my break, I'm gonna still be doing content. So we'll definitely talk. And again, see, I love your political stance, and I got to say this again to the audience: the political corner does numbers. Go back and look all the way from season 1. Each of the political is even in my algorithm, like it's one of the most requested things. They love when we talk politics. They love the news. They love the interviews. You understand what I'm saying? So, CI, good job. We definitely gonna talk behind the scenes because I want to see how can we expand this more because we need this political space, especially for people of color. You understand what I'm saying? So, I do hate to interrupt, but broski, we're gonna go ahead and wind it down. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put any final thoughts on the political corner for the night, we can definitely do that. But you know, we can go on and on and on and on. And again, to everybody out there that's watching BLKTV, this is not the last you have seen of CI. But go ahead and proceed, brother.
what I'll say in closing, brother Jit, is according to this ceasefire that they had. Well, they even lied about the ceasefire because there's nothing. When you do a ceasefire, you have representatives from not only just from around the world, but you have representatives from United States, Israel as well. Israel wasn't in there, but United States and Iran. This is the first time in history that they're even lying about the war. They're not being truthful or credible with the information. 68%, brother Jit, of the American people believe the Iranian state media TV on the validity of the war more than the US, because the US mainstream news isn't telling the truth. And even with this ceasefire, they even lied about that. There was nothing on paper. There was nothing that was documented, because when they do these ceasefire agreements, everybody from around the world, the EU, the United Nations, all these countries, they have to validate or verify the legitimacy and the validity of the ceasefire. A lot of documents got to be signed. People got to approve it, and they didn't do it. So they're also lying about how this war going. And I hate to say it, brother Jit, I support my men and women in the uniforms. United States is getting their ass kicked.
Definitely.
They're getting their ass kicked, bro.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. And we're not going to get out of this war, brother Jit. We're not. We are trapped in this war. Even if Trump is gone 4 years later, the United States is still going to be involved in this conflict, and there won't be no end in sight.
Well said. Well said, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's your boy CI. This has been another edition of the Political Corner. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I want you to get your last words or your shout outs out there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely do that. Real quick, I want to say, man, y'all support my motherfucking brother. Album is out now, critically acclaimed. You know what I'm saying? USB, we doing it. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to all the independent artists. Get into all that. Get into it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to see, get your shout outs out there, man, and your promo.
Yo, what's poppin'? G, it's your boy CI. Yay, vroom. Yo, check it out. Thank you. I just want to send a special shout out and a huge thank you to my brother from another mother, Black Larry King, aka
I love you, big bro. Real.
Man, I'm going to be making a donation to your campaign. I thank you for your support and your love for CI. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to come on your platforms, whether it's Political Ticker on Black Larry King or Grind Hard Radio.
Yeah.
I'm deeply honored, man. Just shout out to all the listeners, all the subscribers that have subscribed to Black Larry King TV, even the donors that have donated money to Black Larry King TV.
Much love.
Shout out to my whole Grind Hard Radio family, Kata Mafioso, DJ Sergeant Rock, Raise the Assassin, Dope Ass Music, Miss Georgia Peach Padilla, Miss Chief,
the Queen.
You know, Queen. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my Grind Hard Radio family, man. Salute to my St. Louis family, my Las Vegas family, my New York family, Miami family, my ATL family. Shout out to all the DJs that have played my music within the last few months. Salute to everybody that bought my album, critically acclaimed. Go get that album right now for $10 plus the shipping and handling. Shout out to all the radio DJs. And then tomorrow at 2:00 Central Standard Time, Cobra Immortal will be featured on Play My Music. It's an upcoming music podcast review show. So I'm going to be on there talking about my album.
Support. Yeah, definitely.
All of that, man. So, you know, your boy CI, I'm coming.
Look at you, you're working.
You know what I'm saying? Always Black Larry King. I'm trying to get like you, brother.
Hey, well, look, I like your background and shit. You doing it. I say, look at this nigga. You doing it, bro. I love you. That's why I support you so much, man. And I guess I'll say a little bit, you know, we are working behind the scenes to bring back Ground Hard Radio, you know. So I want a lot of people, you know, we're gonna be reaching out to former cast members, new cast members, and stuff like that. I just want everybody to know that we got so much stuff planned that y'all don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So again, much love. CI, was that all your shout outs? Anything else you want to throw out there, good brother? You still got it.
Salute to my Crystal City family, man, my St. Louis family, my Kansas City family, all my fans around the world, here in the United States and overseas. Shout out to my friend Karen, who's a big supporter of CI. She's been there for me since day one, supporting me, encouraging me, you know what I'm saying? Man, shout out, you know, rest in peace to my father. You know, I dedicate this show to you today.
Yeah, man.
You know, all the ones that we have lost, all of our loved ones, our veterans, our soldiers out there that's on the front line. We support you. We stand with you. To my people out there, go out and vote. Register to vote.
Please,
Go,
yeah.
go vote. You know, shout out to State Representative Jesse Shepard, who is running for the state rep here in Missouri. I met her at No Kings a few weeks ago, and she even encouraged me to even run for a public office. So your boy
I
CI,
told you, brother. Yeah, this is your niche. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell
you know
you.
what I'm saying, brother Jit. So
Yeah.
we working on some stuff, man. And I know politics is it could be a dangerous, tough job, but you know, I've said it just like I said at No Kings. I'd rather die on my feet than die on my knees.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
And so I feel like that I got a cause and to fight for the people who don't have a voice. So everybody go out there and vote. Make sure you register to vote. Make sure that you got all of your documentation, all of your paperwork in order, because they're going to do some things to try to get you to where you can't vote. So make sure you go out and vote. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We need your support. We have to take this country back. Salute to everybody again that's tuned in today on this episode on Political Ticker. And shout out to everybody, man. Keep doing your thing. Live your dreams. Shout out to all the artists out there doing their thing. Anybody that I forgot, I apologize. Brother Wayne Parchman from Quantum Stereo, CEO of Quantum Stereo. That's a brother from another mother, man. Shout out to my homie Jid. Everybody, man. Big Mo, you know what I'm saying? All the poets, all the comedians that I've been meeting within the last few years. Keep doing your thing, man, because it's going to pay off. So until next time, it's your boy. Get at your boy CI. I'm on X, formerly known as Twitter, TikTok, at Immortal Warm. Just Google me, man. I'm on Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram. Make sure you hit me up on there and go get your album Critically Acclaimed right now. It's your boy CI. Yay! Vroom!
That's what's up. That's what it is. And check this out, man. We got a comment from your boy Mafioso 803. Shout outs Carter. He said, grind or die. My brothers, 100, 100, 100, 100. You did. And look, my brother got that wrench. He a mod. With shit, nigga, I need to see you in those comments too. You a mod. Now I need you up over here. So I see that wrench and shit. I'm loving everything that's coming with Ground Hard Radio and on some real shit. I got two things I want to throw out there real quick. See, I really think that we should start some type of initiative for these young folks as closer when we get to voting time is what I'm trying to say. But that's a conversation I want to have with you off camera. I also want to say this. Trump, you know you wrong for that shit with those food stamps. Nigga can't get no sodas, no cookies, no snacks and shit. Y'all know the churn about to be out for the summer. Like, Trump, you dead ass motherfucker wrong for that. I don't like that. But if you in Florida, you got to the 21st, goddamn it, to get all your fucking snack cakes and little Debbie pies. Y'all it make me don't even want to buy no goddamn stamps no more. Like Trump, I'm sick of that motherfucker. There. I am sick of you, dog. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just had to throw that out there, man. Thanks to all our viewers. I'm so used to saying listeners on Ground Hard Radio, so I gotta step it up, man. Thanks for all the viewers, all the supporters, the mods, the subs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all showing so much love over here to the platform. Like I said, we got some discussions coming up with Ground Hard Radio. This ain't the last time you're going to see your boy CI. You're going to see Carter Mafioso over here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see some other cast members from Ground Hard Radio. Like, we got so much shit planned. So make sure you keep it locked. The BLKTV and the season 3 finale of BLKTV is coming soon. We love y'all for watching. Deuces, we out. Political Corner, BLKTV.
Let's go. 803. What up, Trap Nigga? This is Carolina movie. Let's go. South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks. S3EP23. Got a mafioso, hard time ENT. 803, long live Angie Stone. Male legacy live on. I'm a fly brother, I'm a G-O-D, and that's my word is bomb. Sam be mixing, qualified, I'm lyrically gifted. From the M-E-T-R-O, we call it Metro, where we hit them switches. And I ain't talking about a low ride. When they push them buttons, better stay inside. When you cross the state line, in the Palmetto, they don't waste no time. I used to hustle at the Parkview Inn, on North Main, pushing that cane. Cause of the game, cause it ain't the same. These niggas done made it lame. You ain't gotta hype me up. I'm built to last all by myself. In the streets, I roam alone. Nah, I'm good, don't need your help. They ain't living by the street code. Ain't no respect, they disrespect. Salute to the ones that's holding their own. Standing their ground, chasing their check. All for the love of the music, I never abuse it, I never let it go. You're picking and choosing and moving, you need to improve it. But you're just too slow. Man, it's levels to this. Everybody can't spit. I'm in my own lane, you know what I mean? And one more thing for all these newcomers. What's that? You ain't gotta put me in your rap list. I've been doing this, a real lyricist. Gotta go harder than them, sound more better. Look at the way that I spit. Constantly dropping that heat for the ones that street. Hustling, trying to eat. Knocking and dropping the bars. Yeah, it's the God. I come in with peace. Y'all better step it up. S3EP23.